Hello, Year 2, how are you? And welcome to today's maths lesson. So yesterday, you were introduced to division and you were looking at making equal groups by sharing. Now, yesterday was a recap on what you would have covered in Year 1. And today, we're going to move on to our Year 2 work, again, looking at making equal groups by sharing. But before we do that, we need to warm up our brains. So let's look at our flashback. Here's your flashback for today. So there are 4 questions. In the first question, there are 5 players on a football team. How many players on 4 football teams? So could you come up with a multiplication number sentence to work out how many players are on 4 football teams if there are 5 in one football team? Number 2, there are 10 crayons in each pack. How many crayons altogether? So again, can you think of a multiplication number sentence to work out the total amount of crayons if there are 10 in each pack? And number 3, complete the sequence. So first of all, you need to decide, is the sequence counting forwards or backwards? And then once you've decided that, what is the difference between each number? And that will help you to work out the 2 missing numbers. The number 4, find the sum of 9, 5 and 1. So we did a question that was similar to this the other day. Can you remember what we did to make it easier for ourselves? Okay, so pause the video now and have a go at your flashback. Okay, so number 1, let's see how you got on. There are 5 players on a football team. How many players on 4 football teams? So if there are 4 football teams, there'll be 4 groups of players, and there'll be 5 players in each group or team. So therefore, we can write 4 multiplied by 5, because there are 4 football teams with 5 players on each team. And because of commutative law, we can also write it the other way around, so 5 multiplied by 4. However, we're going to stick to 4 multiplied by 5 because we've learnt our 5 times table, haven't we? So let's count up together in steps of 5, 4 times. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20. Stop! We've counted 4 steps and what did we get to? Yes, that's right, 20. So there are 20 players altogether on 4 football teams. Now, number 2, there are 10 crayons in each pack. How many crayons altogether? Well, how many packs of crayons are there? How many groups of crayons? Yes, that's right, there are 3. And how many in each pack? There are 10. So we can write 3 multiplied by 10, or because of commutative law, 10 multiplied by 3. Now we're going to stick to 3 multiplied by 10. So we need to count up in steps of 10, 3 times, okay? Are you ready? 10, 20, 30. Stop, we've counted 3 steps, and what did we get to? Brilliant, 30. So there are 30 crayons altogether. Now, number 3, complete the sequence. So, did you work out if the sequence was counting forwards or backwards? Yes, that's right. It was counting backwards, wasn't it? We've gone from 16 to 14 to 12. So we've started with the largest number, which is 16. Now, what's the difference between 16 and 14? Yes, it's 2, isn't it? 16 subtract 2 is 14. And 14 subtract 2 is 12. What's 12 subtract 2? Yes, it's 10. Well done. And what's 10 subtract 2? Yes, it's 8. There we go. We've completed our sequence. We have counted backwards from 16 to 8 in steps of 2. Now, number 4, find the sum of 9, 5 and 1. Well, did you remember how we made it easier for ourselves last lesson? Yes, we looked for a number bond to 10, didn't we? Can you see a number bond to 10 here? Yes, I can too. It's 9 and 1. 9 and 1 equals 10. So if we know those 2 numbers equal 10, all we need to do is add the other number. So 10 plus 5, which is 15. Fantastic. Well done if you got that right. Now let's move on to today's learning. So Ron has some strawberries. He has 12 strawberries in total, and he has to share them equally between 3 children. Okay, so let's start. Let's give each child 1 strawberry. So there we go. We have got an equal amount of strawberries. They've got 1 strawberry each, but we've still got some strawberries to share out. So let's give everybody 1 more strawberry. There we go. So now they've got 2 strawberries each, but we've still got more strawberries to share. So let's give everybody 1 more. There we go. So now each person's got 3 strawberries. And finally, we've got some strawberries left. So let's give everybody 1 more. And there we go. We've got no strawberries left. We've shared them all out. And how many does each person have? Well, the first person has 4 strawberries. The second has 4. And the third child has 4 strawberries as well. So therefore, we can say that we started with 12 strawberries and there are 3 children and each child will get 4 strawberries. they've all got an equal amount of strawberries. So we can say that we can share 12 strawberries equally amongst 3 children because they've each got 4. Now, we've got a new child joining us today, and Ron still only has 12 strawberries, but he needs to share them between 4 people this time. So I'd like to pause the video and see if you can work out how many strawberries will each child have when Ron has shared the strawberries out. Okay, you could draw some pictures to help you. If you've got some objects in the house, you could put them into 4 groups to see how many each person would have. Okay, so pause the video now and have a go. Okay, Yeti, so let's see how you got on. Let's start sharing the strawberries out. So there you go. Everyone's got 1 strawberry, but we still got some strawberries to share out. So let's keep going. There we go. Everybody's got 2 strawberries. Now we've still got strawberries to share out. So let's try and give everybody another strawberry. There we go. We've got no strawberries left. And how many has each child got? Yes, each child has got 3 strawberries. They've all got 3 strawberries, so they've got an equal amount. They've been shared equally. So we can say we had 12 strawberries, and there are 4 children, and each child will get 3 strawberries. So 12 can be shared equally between 4 because they each have 3. Well done if you got that right. Now let's try another one because we've got another boy joining us today. And again, Ron only has 12 strawberries. But this time he needs to share them between 5 children. Now, can you have a go again at sharing these 12 strawberries out between 5 children? Will you be able to share them equally? Pause the video now and have a go. Okay, Yeti, so let's find out. Let's give everybody 1 strawberry to start. There we go. So everyone's got an equal amount of strawberries. They've all got 1 strawberry. Let's share another lot of strawberries out. There we go. Everybody's got 2 strawberries now. Now we've got 2 strawberries left to share. Can we share those? No, we can't, can we? Because that will mean that 2 children will have 3 strawberries and 3 children will only have 2 strawberries. So therefore they won't have an equal amount of strawberries. So there are 12 strawberries and we've got 5 children, but we can only give them 2 each because we can't share the last 2 out because they will not have the same amount. They will not have an equal amount of strawberries. So there are 2 strawberries left over. Now, Tortoise has come along and he said, did someone mention leftover strawberries? Could we give our strawberries to Tortoise? Yes, we could, couldn't we? Let's have a go. Well, there you go. He's got 2 strawberries now. So we can say because all of the 5 children have 2 strawberries and Tortoise has 2 strawberries, and we've got no strawberries left to share, we can say that 12 strawberries can be shared out equally amongst 6 people because they've each got 2 strawberries. Brilliant. Now here's another question. So Whitney has 16 flowers. She shares them equally between some vases. How many different ways could Whitney share her flowers to make equal groups? So we're going to start with 2 vases, okay, and the 12 counters, the 16 counters represent the 16 flowers. So let's see how we can share them. There we go. So how many flowers are in the first vase? Yes, that's right. There's 8 flowers in the first vase. How many in the second? Yes, there are 8 as well. So therefore, we can share the flowers equally amongst 2 vases because 2 vases will have 8 flowers in each vase. They've been shared out equally because they both have 8 flowers. Now, here we go. So this time she's got 3 vases and she's still got the 16 flowers. Could you pause the video and see if she can share them equally amongst these 3 vases? Okay, so let's find out. Let's share them. Now, how many flowers are in the first vase? That's right, there are 6 flowers in the first vase. How many in the second? Oh, there's 5. Oh dear. How many in the third? Oh, there's 5 again. Have they been shared equally? No, they haven't, have they? Because there's 6 in the first, 5 in the second, and 5 in the third. So therefore, 16 didn't share. The 16 flowers didn't share equally into the 3 vases because there's 6 in one and 5 in the other 2. Now, we said that 2 vases had 8 flowers in each, okay? Now, I want you to have a go at trying different amounts of vases with the 16 flowers. how many different ways can you think of where the flowers will be shared equally amongst the vases? Pause the video now and have a go. Okay, Year 2. So, did you manage to find the same answers as me? I found that if you had 4 vases, there were 4 flowers in each vase, so they were equal amount. Did you manage to share the 16 flowers equally between 5 vases? No, I didn't either. Did you manage to share them between 6 vases? No, I didn't either. What about 7 vases? No, neither. What about 8 vases? Ah, yes, we could share the flowers equally amongst 8 vases. There were 2 in each. Okay, and I also found that I could share them equally amongst 16 vases because there was 1 flower in each vase. So if we have a look at this, okay, we said that there are 16 flowers which were shared equally amongst 16 vases, and there was 1 flower in each vase. Okay, so if we half 16, so we half the 16 vases to get 8 vases, then we doubled the amount of flowers that were in each vase because there were 2 flowers in each vase. And then again, if we half the amount of vases there are, so half 8, we get 4 vases. And look, we've then doubled the amount of flowers in each vase that there were when we had 8 vases. Fantastic. So, what I'd like you to do now is have a go at the worksheet, Year 2 Maths, 21st of January, resource 1, okay? I want you to have a go at questions 1 and 2 and then come back to the video. Okay, Year 2, so let's carry on the lesson. Now here we have some cookies on some plates. How many cookies are there altogether? Yes, that's right, there are 8 cookies altogether. And how many plates are there? How many plates have we shared them between? Yes, we've shared them between 2 plates. Now we're going to write a written calculation using the division sign. Now we start with how many cookies there are altogether, which we said was 8. And then we need to divide it by how many groups there are, so how many plates there are, which is 2. And then the answer will give us how many cookies are on each plate after we've shared them. So look, we have 8 cookies all together. We've shared them between 2 plates, so divided by 2 equals 4 because there are 4 cookies on each plate. Okay, how about we represent these cookies with a written calculation? Could you pause the video and have a go at writing a division number sentence for these cookies? Okay, Year 2. So remember, the first number is how many cookies there are altogether. Well, how many cookies were there altogether? Yes, that's right. There were 20 cookies altogether. And how many plates were they shared between? Yes, they were shared between 5 plates. And how many cookies were on each plate? Yes, there are 4 cookies on each plate. So we can say 20 because there are 20 cookies altogether, divided by 5 because there are 5 plates, equals 4 because there are 4 cookies on each plate. Fantastic. Well done if you got that right. Now, Dora has 6 plates and she shares 18 cookies equally onto the plates. So she's written 2 multiplication number sentences. She's written 8 divided by 18 and 18 divided by 6. Which division number sentence is correct? Pause the video and have a think. Okay, Yeti, so do you remember I said that with division, we always start with the amount that we have in total. And remember, Dora is sharing 18 cookies. So that's her total amount of cookies before she starts sharing them. And then we divide it by how many we're sharing between. So she has 6 plates. So she's dividing 18 cookies between 6 plates. So therefore, we need 18 divided by 6. Now, do you remember? Multiplication was commutative, wasn't it? Okay, well, division is not. We always need to have the total amount for the first number. Now, do you know what 18 divided by 6 is? Why don't you pause the video and have a go? If you have 18 objects, how many will be in each group if there are 6 groups? Okay, Year 2, did you manage to find the answer? Well, the answer is, the answer is 3. Well done. So if you divide 18 by 6, so if she shares her 18 cookies between 6 plates, she'll get 3 cookies on each plate.